Alright, hello everyone and welcome. It's me, Vlad again. So I'm going to show you something really basic that I didn't show you until now, and I'm sorry for that. But yeah, if you just started out in CLove, then it's going to be perfectly fine because yeah, this should be the first tutorial. Alright, so yeah, let's say you have compiled CLove, or maybe you just downloaded the binaries from my GitHub page. After that, you are wondering, well, what should I do next? Well, it's really simple and extremely easy. Let me get this because I have already made it. Okay, so after you did what I just said, you need to create a file named main.lua. Inside the main.lua, the framework is going to look for the source code of your game. So the first thing that is going to be required from you is to create a file named main.lua where the source code of your game is going to be. Okay, let's open up main.lua and let's run it. And I got this simple test for this video, because I'm trying to keep it really short because I don't want to waste your time. So starting from today, I removed the feature of require and do file in order to get another files from your source code, because I added a feature where you can place all your source code and graphics inside the .zip file and basically run the .zip file and hide your game from the user, because maybe you don't want to have your game stolen. So that's why you would hide it inside a zip file and change the extension, the name, and the picture. So yeah, it will be harder for the user to guess that inside there it's your game. Alright, so in order to do that, I had to change the basic require and do file functions that come with Lua and change them with this love.filesystem.require. So love.filesystem.require, it's exactly like require or do file. Inside the strings, you need to insert the name of your class that you want to require from. So in my case, it's vlad.lua. Vlad.lua looks like this. So it's the cycle. It's the cycle that you see it here. All right. So yeah, I just explained that. It should be easy for you to understand. It's not such a big deal. Okay, sorry. Okay, so another thing that is very important is that your executable needs to be always near your main.lua file. Otherwise, the framework is going to crash. Let's delete this tree, move to trash. Let's go here and let's open up boot.lua. Well, before that, let's change the background color to something random. Past here everything. Okay, so let's say these three files are your source code for your game and you want to hide the source code. Well, in that case, select them, compress the items, delete them. It's going to give you a name, archive, sorry, .zip. Change it to game.zip, for example, and you need to have this file, which when you create that zip file and you want to load it, you have to have boot.lua. So near the archive you want to load. Boot.lua, it's just it only has two lines of code. Love.filesystem.require directory. In this case it's game.zip, so you want to require this zip, you want to load it inside the memory of your computer, and then you want to require to extract from inside the game.zip, you want to extract main.lua and give it to CLove and process it. So let's save it and let's run it. And as you can see, it's exactly the same like before when I run it from the main.lua, but right now I changed the background color so you can be sure that it's something different. Yeah, so that's the only thing you have to do. And game.zip, it's required when you want to distribute your game, and when you don't want to distribute your game, you just want to develop it, then don't use archive, just use main.lua. And when you are ready to distribute it, then pack everything inside your zip folder, add boot.lua, and voila, you have your game hide or hidden from the users. So yeah, this is what I wanted to explain, and that's pretty much it. So yeah, thank you for watching, and see you next time. And please remember, your source code needs to be inside, near CLove.exe or executable or whatever, and you can't use require or do file anymore. You have to use love.filesystem.require in order to get your files you wish. So yeah, that's everything that's changed, and it's not going to change anymore. So that's the final version of it. So yeah, don't worry about that. Thank you for watching, and see you next time in the next tutorial, where I'm going to show you more about the modules that you have inside CLove. Yeah, thanks. Bye.